Welcome you all to today's class by Advanced English Language Academy. This is Yasin, your English language instructor for today. Not for today, maybe forever. Today I'm going to talk about a very important topic. Why are phonetics important? Alright. Now phonetics means the study of speech sounds. We will take another class on phonetics and phonology, the difference between phonetics and phonology, but just I'm going to tell you the importance of phonetics because some people say that they shouldn't speak a native accent. Some people say that the accent like the local accent is good, it's okay, there is no problem. For example, some of my Pakistani viewers say, some of my Indian viewers say that we should just speak with our local tone. That's not a problem. So I tell them that it's not a problem, but what about the standard? What about the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet? Because International Phonetic Alphabet is a globally accepted phenomena. Everyone believes in phonetics and phonology. Everyone believes. And it is the parameter also. How is your pronunciation? If you want to check your pronunciation, you will have to check your pronunciation with the IPA. So if your pronunciation doesn't follow the IPA, your pronunciation is wrong. So in accent, in other things like dialect is also there. So you can have choice, but in pronunciation you don't have any choice. So pronunciation should be under the umbrella of all the words should be pronounced under phonetics and phonology. Yes, if some people say that they don't believe in phonetics and phonology, they don't agree with phonetics and phonology, that's also right. So then they can speak in their local tone, no problem at all. But if you think phonology to be an important subject of English language, so then you have to improve your pronunciation. And once I told you that once you start speaking under phonetics and phonology, you can't speak in your local tone. Okay, so today's class is going to be very important for you people, and I'm just going to tell you why are phonetics so important. You know what, the English we normally speak, we have heard these words, okay? Someone has spoken and we have heard those words. So when we speak, we also speak like them. The English we speak, all of the words that we use in our daily life, we have heard those words being used by native people or by non-native, but we have heard those words being used. But let's suppose you come across a new word. You haven't heard that word. So what will you do? How will you pronounce that word? For example, you are reading, so you see a new word. What will you do? Obviously, you will Google it. If you Google it, nowadays, what kind of pronunciation Google gives you, we don't know. Because maybe it gives me British, American, Indian pronunciation. So I can't trust Google as well. But what can I trust? I can trust the phonetics and the phonetics. I will go to Oxford Dictionary. I will open Oxford Dictionary, will look for the word, and will look for the phonetic transcription of the word, and then I will know what is the correct pronunciation of this. But before that, I should know the phonetic symbols. For example, if I know these symbols, then I'll have no problem in pronouncing this word. But if I don't know these symbols, so then I will mispronounce the word. Let's suppose, now I'm just telling you about a few words that we have been mispronouncing over years, okay? For example, you come across this word and you haven't seen it and you haven't heard it from anyone. So what will you say? Chameleon? Chameleon? Or chameleon? What will you say? You tell me, please. But if you know phonetics and you open the Oxford Dictionary, so you will say it's chameleon, chameleon. chameleon. So the important thing is, if you know about these sounds, if you know about these symbols, if you understand what is this symbol for, what is this symbol for, if you understand them, how do you pronounce this word? Calcium. Yes. In Pakistan it is very common, and India also. People pronounce it calcium, and in almost all the non-native countries it is pronounced to be calcium. But when you open Oxford Dictionary and you look at the pronunciation, so it's ka-a-o, so you will say, oh, it's calcium. Calcium, not calcium. Calcium. There is no sh sound, there is s sound. Abbreviation. Okay, what we say abbreviation. Now I have heard many people pronouncing it abbreviation. Now it's not abbreviation, but if you know the phonetic symbols, abbreviation. It's it's sh, it's abbreviation. So how will you know that? If you know phonetic symbols, if you understand what a phonetic symbol stands for, what this phonetic symbol stands for, or for example, what is the sound of this phonetic, for which sound this stands, for which sound this stands. We say ambiguity. It's not ambiguity. If we look at ambiguity, but again I'm telling you, if I don't know the phonetic symbols, so I will mispronounce the word. Why? If you just look at the phonetic transcription, it looks strange, doesn't it? But I know it's I, then it's A, M, B, G, V, T. So I know the sound of each symbol. So when I know the sound of each symbol, so I'll pronounce the word correctly. Ambiguity. We say substance. But if we look at the phonetic transcription of the word, you open your dictionaries, or maybe if you want to Google these words, you Google them. Google will also tell you the phonetic transcription of these words. You just type the phonetic transcription of CALCIUM, and it will give you the phonetic transcription, and you will be surprised that how wrongly we have been pronouncing the words. And you say substance, not substance, because there is schwa sound. Substance, schwa sound means it is not a long, so it is not a long sound. We say substance. Now schwa means when someone punches you in your stomach and you say like this. Substance. So again I'm telling you, if you know phonetic symbols, you will pronounce the words correctly. But if you don't know phonetic symbols, you will mispronounce words. And as I told you, accents, variations, accent differences don't matter, but pronunciation does. Okay, the English we speak should be under phonetics. Okay, if we don't speak our English or under phonetics, if we just don't follow phonetics, so then our English is incorrect. If someone has any answer, for example, someone says that phonetics and phonology shouldn't be there in English, so that's right, it's their choice. They can pronounce the words just as they want, as they like. But if they think phonetics and phonology to be a branch of linguistics, so then they'll have to learn phonetics, and then they'll have to pronounce the words correctly. Thanks a lot. Just don't forget to ask questions in our comment sections, and our comment section you can ask questions. You can also comment on our video how good it was. If you want to, if you think there is still a vacuum for betterment, so you can type there. And if you liked our video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. But one thing I'm telling you, we will come up with detailed classes about phonetics, in which I'll tell you about the sounds of phonetics and how to learn phonetics and easy ways to understand phonetics. Thanks a lot. Wish you all the best. See you next time.